Hi there, today we're unboxing a Sony Handycam and this is the FDR-AX53. So this allows you to record in 4K. One of the things that attracted me to this particular model is the fact it has an enhanced sort of stabilization system built in to the actual lens to enable you to do very smooth walkthrough videos if you wanted to, and videos in general. There should be minimal sort of shaking on there. So this retails for just over £700. It's been around for a couple of years now and thought I'd dive in and get it. I think initially it came out at just over the £1,000 mark. So it's been dropping steadily and thought this is the time now to get in there and get one. So let's have a look at the packaging. Very nicely packaged. Package isn't too big either. Just shows how small the camera will be just by roughly looking at the box. So okay, a few details on there about the actual camera. So 16.6 megapixels still image recording, clear zoom, so clear image zoom, so 30 times in 4K and 40 times in HD. The lens itself, 26.8mm wide angle lens, full HD, 120 frames per second NTSC and 100 frames per second PAL, so, and manual ring. Okay, so let's open up the box and see what you get in the packaging. Okay, so we've got guarantee document, piece of paper showing accessories, register online. Okay, rechargeable battery pack supplied with this product. Details about that. Operating guide for it, and that's all in English. Okay, and then we've got a power cable, micro USB cable, HDMI cable as well, power adapter, battery, okay, the camera in here. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so we've got all the items you get in the packaging laid out. Let's take the camera out and actually have a look at it. Size wise, seems quite good. I actually haven't seen this in person yet. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I didn't go in a shop or anything. I didn't really measure up by the sizing given over the web. So quite nice. Fits in quite well in your hand, in the palm of your hand. Design wise, you've got little sort of black speckles on there. So it's not a completely matte finish on there. So just to show, you've got the mic here. So that's a 5.1 surround sound. And then obviously this should open up. And then got the slots for your memory card. Additional options there. HDMI output there. Okay, start and stop option. DC in, so that's to charge it up. So if you haven't got the actual dock to charge the battery, it's probably worth getting the dock, because obviously you want to flip between batteries as you're using it. You don't want to just keep using one battery and then stop and then charge it up to move on to the next one. Okay, so multi, it says here, take that off. So we've got a connection point there for micro USB, and it looks like it's a microphone point there. Underneath You've got a point to attach to your tripod. Okay, and there's the lens just behind there. Okay, so let's take the battery out and get that connected up. Does this move? Okay, it can come out to move up and down. Connection wise should be straightforward, just pops. Okay, like that. Looks a bit larger obviously with the battery in there. Lens is there. Opened up straight away. You've got a little power indicator as it's turned on as well. So let's open it up. Okay, touch screen as well, very nice. So English, time zone is there. So I can just do that. You can set the time. Date and time formats. Very nice, very responsive interface actually. Okay, that's the date today. Next to that, leave the time as that for now. There you go. Okay, so you can connect it via your mobile. That's quite a useful thing. So I've obviously got that on my existing point and click camera, and very useful to actually take shots. There you go. Ready for action. So obviously this can be spun round as well. Okay, so next, let me show you how to charge the Handycam. So if I open a flap just here, you can just see the point where you connect it. So you take power adapter here, 2 pins at the bottom there and 1 at the top, and the 2 pins at the bottom clips in at the bottom. So one end like so, and then you just plug in charge cable here and just plug it in. Simple as that. Okay, so I've got the Handycam plugged in with power and it's charging up at the moment. So let's have a look through the menus. So shooting mode, these are the different modes you have available. Camera and the mic, so the different settings you've got. So manual settings, and obviously you just click it to be able to adjust it. Let's go back. Image quality size. Okay, that's all that's in that one. Wireless. Okay, to pair it with your smartphone. Playback function. Okay, that's the playback, so there's no media in there at the moment. Edit copy. Okay, so you can remove things and copy them off if you wanted to. And set up. There's the different options you see in there. The screen is really nice, has a really good feel to it, very responsive. So there you go, there's the options you see in there. Okay, so one of the major features on this particular camera is the stabilization feature. So I've got the lens open at the moment, and there you go. It's trying to keep it as steady as it can. If I move it, you can just see, look at that, if I just move it, it just stays in one place. Quite amazing. The technology that's gone into building this. Okay, so next, let me show you how to place in the memory card. So there's a small slot here. Open that up, take your memory card like so, and insert it in. Then you can just cover the slot back up. So let me flip the screen back again and turn the camera on. So that's the first warning to replace the card with a Class 10 card. So obviously the speed on the Class 10 is much faster, so it can write quicker to the actual card itself. So that's advisable to purchase those types of card for this. Okay, so zoom on the actual camera. There's actually an option there to zoom in and zoom out. But interestingly enough, the lens, the area on the lens, from this you can actually zoom as well. So if I turn it, there you go. You can see in the screen, zooming in and out. Quite nice functionality there. Okay, so I've been using this camcorder for approximately 1 month now. Used it for 2 different purposes, obviously for our tech channel, which you're watching now, and for our travel channel as well. Now, for the travel one, I'm trying to do more 4K videos, and a bit odd what I've noticed with this. So I was expecting any sort of video quality to have the option to just record in Dolby 5.1 surround sound. So if I actually go, let me click here, there's the 3 different shooting modes. So you've got 4K, and then you've got 1080 at 50 megabits per second, and then you've got 1080 in 28 megabits per second. Now Dolby only seems to be available for this one. For the higher bitrate one here, you only get 2 channel, and so the same is also for the 4K. So a little bit disappointed by that. I was hoping to record 5.1 in 4K, so not the end of the world, I guess, but still it would be nice to get what I was after with that. Okay, so another thing to mention is the actual image stabilization. So if I click on there, on HD, which is the lower HD, which is that one, let's go to there, camera, mic, and let's shoot up. See if I can find it there, SteadyShot. Now this is the whole point of buying this system. So you've got the intelligent active on, so it keeps it very steady, you know. But if I change over to a different shooting mode, so we'll go to that one, what we see then, let's go to menu, camera, that's fine as well, still the same. But let's come out, go over to 4K, you can't select the intelligent active mode. So bit of a shame that. It would have been nice to have the higher setting on 4K. Okay, so another thing worth mentioning, if I go here, camera, and we shoot down to here, digital zoom. So by default it was off, and I've turned it on, and you can have it to 250 times digital zoom, and the picture is pretty impressive at that. The zoom level you get with the zoom is just amazing, the distance it can cover. So I've given samples of this towards the end of the video to give you an idea of the quality of that. So really impressed with that. Okay, so another thing to show, if I click here, I've left many of the options on default. You know, I'm not looking to change much of it, but worth showing a couple of these. So picture effects, so you can actually record in different sort of formats. I'll show there, it's pretty cool. Even in black and white as well if you wanted to. So pretty impressive. And go back, let's turn that off. And also cinema tone. If I go back, turn that on, gives a bit more brightness with the shots. So pretty cool, the additional sort of shooting modes on there. Okay, so another thing worth showing, if I click on menu and wireless, control with smartphone. So if I select that, we'll get the following details appearing with a QR code. So if I put my camera down now and get my mobile, so this is quite a smart feature here, and let's put in play memories. I've already had it typed in, so it's installed, and we'll open that. And this is a really cool feature. So scan QR code of the camera. If I click there, give it a second, and I just hold the phone like so, let it scan it in. Okay, it's got it. I'm going to OK that. Give it a moment. And it's now remotely connecting to the camera. Just give it a moment. And there you go. Control the zoom. You can hit record. And just to show, there you go, it is working. It's a very nice feature there. You could have it on a tripod and just set it to record when you're ready. Okay, so another thing worth mentioning, you've actually got a button here to enable you to take photographs. So if I go to menu and camera and steady shot, if I've got intelligent active selected, I can't take pictures with the system. It has to be active or standard or even off, and then it will work. So what happens is if I hit record now and I click the button, just here you can see it taking a snap in the background. So a useful feature to have as you're walking along, so you don't have to walk with literally two cameras, one taking pictures and the other one recording video. But the only disadvantage, obviously, if you go for the enhanced stabilization, then you're not going to be able to take pictures. Okay, so if you are thinking of purchasing this camera, it's probably worth also keeping in mind it's worth buying a few accessories to go with it. So one of the issues I found with it, use this charging adapter with this, but this has to be plugged in as you charge the battery. So not really helpful if you're out and about making recordings. So probably worth buying a spare battery, which I have done. So I bought this DURACELL one off Amazon, and also bought this battery charger which plugs in to a USB slot. So that's how it is. Plug one end in like that and the other one into a USB charge point. Very useful, because if you've got something like a power bank, if you're on the go and one battery finishes, you can just take it straight out, plug it in like so, and start charging it straight away. So an excellent thing to purchase. Another thing is, obviously with this, the lens isn't protected, and obviously if you're out and about, and some of the videos I make, so I make some DIY videos that could be in dusty conditions, you don't want to get dust within this and damage the actual lens. So probably worth purchasing some lenses just to protect it. So I've done this one. I've got links in the description as well to all these bits and pieces. So literally just sits straight on top of that, and then you can just spin it around to lock it into place like so. So that's protected now, so that's good. And also, as part of this pack, came with a lens cover, so that sort of clips on, and then you can attach this at the side, so avoids anything getting damaged. Okay, so as well as that, I hate saying it, probably need a case as well. So this all mounts up price wise, but if you're out, it's worth getting. So there you go. Again, the details for this one will be in the description below. And just to note, I was trying to get a very small case for this. I didn't really want to buy something like this, but there was nothing really available to be able to store it in a small compact case. So this worked out quite good. It fits the camera in, and I can put some additional accessories in there as well, so works really well. So definite things to probably consider if you are purchasing this. You don't want to just buy the camera alone without the additional bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm out and about, and I've got the lower 1080 resolution selected. Dolby 5.1 is on as well, and the intelligent sort of stabilization is on too. So let me just show, walking along, how smooth that can be. It's pretty good. Let me shake the camera left to right. And works really well. Okay, so now the stabilization is completely off, just to show the difference in recording quality. And you can sort of see the footsteps, etc. as I'm walking. And let's go back, pan over this area, and try a fast motion. Fast motion isn't too bad, but the walking along, there is a bit of movement. Okay, so now we're going to test out the zoom, just to show. That's in optical mode at the moment. This is in the next street now, and now we've gone into digital. Picture quality is still very good. See the detail on the roof, cracks in the cement. That's full zoom now. It's come out now. And the distance we're at, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing of this Sony Handycam. Picture quality up to 4K on this. Build quality of the actual camera itself feels very good. I've looked at some of the other lower end cameras by Sony and they just felt a little bit, I guess, cheap and flimsy, you know, but this build quality is quite a solid build to it. Now, in terms of picture quality, it's very good. I was absolutely blown away by the 4K image quality on this. Now, for my purpose, it suits me well, as I do both tech and sort of travel videos. In terms of travel videos, the picture quality in 4K is really good. I was disappointed by the fact it doesn't allow you to do the intelligent stabilization in 4K. And also Dolby 5.1, you can't get surround in 4K either. So disappointed by those 2 points, but generally picture quality wise, absolutely amazing. Another thing to consider is the zoom. The zoom is absolutely phenomenal. As you've seen in the sample footage I've given, it is very good. Even image stabilization, it is very good. Very smooth sort of image on this. I've just touched on a small subset of the options on this. Obviously, if you're an advanced user, you could probably make even better use of this than I can. So there you go. Details in the description below of the camera and the other accessories I've mentioned, and videos to those accessories as well. Hope this has helped anyone considering purchasing this. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like and subscribe.